Hi, welcome to Horticulture at Home, Week 3. This is the Earth, Land and Sea cook along tutorial. So we're going to start as we always do by getting ourselves set up, opening the bag and getting everything ready to cook. That's always the first stage. So I'm going to pull the bag down there, open it up. So the first thing you should come across will be a brown paper bag with some sourdough flatbreads in there. Next you should pull out a few of these little pots. There should be 3 little pots in total. 2 of these foil containers. Should be a bag with courgette marinated salad in there. Then you should have another one with pickled salad in. And then 3 more bags with the dressings there. And then the bottom of this cardboard box. Inside there, you'll see packed up with the citrus cured salmon, foil with the roasted sweet potato in, pork belly, the marinated feta, and the curry. So now I'm going to start opening some things up, getting them going, getting ready to cook. So we'll start off with number 3. Which is the courgette salad. In there we've got yellow courgettes, green courgettes, red onions and cucumbers. We've got some dried oregano, dried mint and dried thyme in there. Quite a Greek influenced salad, this one. So pop that into our bowl. Then we're going to open up our pack with the feta in. We've been marinating this again with oregano, thyme and a tiny little bit of chilli in there as well. We're just going to snip that open. We want all the oil and all the feta into the bowl with the courgettes. Then we're going to give it a real good mix together. Be quite rough with it. You actually want to break down the feta a little bit and get it all mixed in there together. Then we're going to pop in a really good bit of sea salt seasoning in there. What that's going to do is that's going to draw all the moistures and it's going to create its own dressing there. So we'll just pop that over to the side for now. The next thing we're going to do is open the curry out. So that's 4.0. And we're going to pop that into the pan. So we'll pop that over next to the heat. Not on the heat just yet, it's just so that's where we need it to be. Then we're going to take, we're going to take 9.1. We're going to open that one up. That's 9.1. This has got the roasted peeled peppers in it. We're going to take a little bit of vinegar, splash a little bit of vinegar onto it, and a bit of table salt again, and a touch of vegetable oil, olive oil, anything really, just a bit of oil, and give it a mix around. Then we're going to take the salmon, which is 8.0. Snip that bag open. We're going to grab our first little plate. And we're just going to put that straight onto the plate, like so. Spread it out a little bit so it covers a little bit more of the plate. So the salmon has been cured in 50-50 salt and sugar for 24 hours with loads of different citrus zest into it. Next we're going to take one of the little ramekins with spoons. We're going to snip 8.1, which is the dill pickled salad. You've got pickled cucumbers, you've got pickled fennel and pickled radishes in there. Just into the bowl with the spoon. So it's up to you how you do this. You might want to put it in the middle on the corner there, but I'm going to give it a mix around. I'm going to drain off the excess liquid, and I'm actually just going to put it on and around the salmon like this. Spread it all over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this up there, keep that safe for later on, so that's ready to go now. get rid of this. Next we're going to take 1.0, which is our Horti dressing, and we're going to put that into the other ramekin with the spoon, ready to go. Also, the oven should be switched on, and you should have a tray in the oven preheated, ready to go at this point too. I'm going to unwrap the pork belly, which is 9.0. Or you'll see if you look closely, one of the sides will have scores in it, one of them won't. So you want to take the side which has got scores in it, tiny little bit of oil, just give it a rub all around. Then we're going to take some table salt and put a really good layer of table salt onto the side with the scores, and we'll just leave that there for now. So if you're at that stage where you've got everything opened up, you've got your pork seasoned, everything like that, brilliant, we're ready to cook. If you're not at that point, hit pause on the video and come back to it when you are. Great, so you should be all set up, ready to cook now. The first thing we're going to do is grab 5.0, which is the tin foil with the baked sweet potato in. We're just going to open it up a bit. You want to leave it in there. Like that. We're just going to open it up like that, and then that's going to go straight into the oven on your preheated oven tray. So this will take 15 minutes to get hot in my oven at 180 degrees. Might be a little bit longer in your oven, but we're going to stick a timer on for 5 minutes for now. When we've got that on, we're going to just put the curry onto the lowest heat we possibly can. We're not looking to get it really searing hot now, just a little bit of heat into it so it's quicker to heat later on. So yeah, if you're at this stage, keep an eye on your curry. If it starts to dry out a little bit, just pop some water into it. But yeah, hit pause on the video and come back when your 5-minute timer's done. So your 5-minute timer on the sweet potato should have gone off now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to start the pork belly. Now the pork belly has been cooked for 36 hours. It might look like it's a little bit pink still, but that's because of the brine that we used on it. So don't worry about it. It has been cooked for 36 hours already. What we're going to do is, it's already seasoned up. We're going to put the frying pan onto the heat. You don't want it to be too hot. Probably a medium heat's fine. And we're also going to stick the peppers into the oven as well. We'll stick the peppers into the oven in the tray, and we'll pop another 5-minute timer on there. So let's bring the pork next. Now, as you can see, the curry's starting to change colour a little bit. Keep an eye on it. It's loosening up, starting to warm up there. So you want just a touch of oil into the pan, not a lot. You don't want it swimming in oil, just a little bit like that. And then we'll just pop the pork belly onto it like that. Now, I've put it in before the pan's really hot, just gently. Some of the fat will run out the top and it'll get a much nicer colour on it that way. So at the same time, while that's all happening, we're going to look at the courgette and feta salad. So we're going to grab our first bowl, give it a mix on, have a little taste, make sure there's enough seasoning in it, make sure it's enough salt for you and stuff like that. Then we're going to put a little splash of vinegar into this as well, just a few drops. Any acidity will do there. Fresh lemon juice will be really nice in it. Fresh lime juice will work. Balsamic would be really nice. I'm using white wine vinegar. And then we're going to start plating this up. So you do with your tongs to try and just build it up in the centre of the plate so it gets a bit of height into it. You see all the feta started to melt down into the dressing. We get all the stuff from the inside of the bowl. And then we're going to find a pot which says 3.2 on it. So that's 3.2. And that's just got some nice seeds on there to go onto the top, provide a bit of a crunch. So that's going to go up next to the salmon. That's ready for later on as well now. Come over to the pork. It should just be starting to sizzle a little bit. You want to just give it a little push down gently. Probably about another 2 minutes or so. And then we're going to pop it into the oven onto our heated tray. So just keep looking at the pork to make sure it's not burning. It's got a nice colour on it. So we want a little bit more colour than that, but we're not looking to get all of the colour on it from here, because it is going to go onto the hot oven tray. It is going to go skin side down as well. There's probably enough colour on it there, like that. Then we're just going to pick it up and pop it straight onto our oven tray next to our potato. You've got 2 minutes left on the timer. When that timer goes off, we're going to add another 5 minutes to it. But if you just hit pause on the video for now, keep an eye on your curry. We'll come back when the 2 minutes left on that timer's gone off. So the 2 minutes left on that timer should have gone off now. What we're going to take is 2.0. This is the baba ganoush. We're going to pop that in there. We're going to leave the lid on because we don't want it to dry out. We want to keep all the moisture in there. Give a little shake around. We're going to pop that in there. We're going to set another 5 minutes timer there. And we're also going to look at the curry now. As you can see, it started to warm through nicely. So we're going to pull that off the heat, just leave that there so it doesn't reduce down too much. So again, if you want to hit pause on the video and come back after that 5 minutes. Right, so your 5 minute timer now should be just about done. So what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, pull our plates down. We have one small plate, 2 small bowls, a large plate and a little ramekin. We're also going to take 4.2, which is the rice for the curry. Those of you who've done every week so far, sorry, that's the timer there. So those of you which have done every week so far know I don't have a microwave in the kitchen. Just use our imaginations a bit. So I'm going to pop that into the microwave for about a minute, minute and a half, depending on how powerful it is. We're going to stick the curry back on a medium heat now. So from the oven, we're going to pull out the baba ganoush, which has still got the lid on it. We'll pull out the peppers and our heated oven tray. Once you've pulled those out, just for a minute or two, we're going to open the flatbreads up. With the other snacks that we've done, I prefer cold flatbreads with baba ganoush. I think it's better with slightly warmed ones, so we're just going to pop them into the oven. Just while we plate up the other things, they'll be ready just in time. So the curry should be just coming up to the boil now, and the rice should be pretty much ready. So we'll start off with the curry. We'll put the rice into one half of the bowl. Obviously yours will look a little bit different because it will be hot. Mine isn't. And we'll bring the curry over. We're going to pour that onto the other side of the bowl like that. Next up, on the plate, we'll take the peppers. Give it a good mix around, make sure you keep all the juice and everything like that. We'll put those onto the plate, spread them out nicely. And get any liquid that's in there. Next we're going to get the sweet potato. Just going to cut the sweet potato open. Take it out of the foil. And we're going to pop it onto one of the bowls. If you just peel the skin back, then a small pinch of salt, not a big one because obviously the soy is quite salty, that's going to go onto it. Then with your fork, sort of smash that potato down inside the skin, like so. Then you're going to take 5.1, which is the soy sauce with the sesame in. Snip that bag open, and we're going to pour that all over the potato like that. Let that soak in nicely. Then we're going to take our pork. We're going to put it the scored side down, and we're just going to slice through the center of the pork like this. You just want to touch it, make sure it's nice and warm. Mine is lovely and warm there, so I'm just going to slice it like that. I'm going to put a little pinch of sea salt onto where you've cut it. Then we're going to take the baba ganoush. Take the lid off it. Mix around and pop it into our little ramekin. Finally, take the bag which says 2.1. This is pomegranate molasses to go onto the baba ganoush. Good squeeze. Then the tub, which is 4.1. It's garnished for the curry. Then now you've got coriander, crispy chickpeas, puff rice. Put that all over the curry. Grab out the flatbreads. So there's one. There's two nice crisp flatbreads. Take the Horti oil, a little bit on top of the baba ganoush, a little bit onto the pork, and then finally just a little bit of oil as we pull back the salmon. A little bit of oil over there, make it nice and shiny, and a little bit of oil on top of the salad as well. So that is Horticulture at Home Week 3, Earth, Land and Sea. You have baba ganoush with warm flatbreads, marinated feta and courgette salad, citrus cured salmon with a pickled salad, soy soaked sweet potato, got our curry and the pork belly with sweet and sour peppers.